In this documentary, we are going to take a look at the top 5 deadliest places on Earth. Snake Island. The island is located off the coast of Brazil in the Atlantic Ocean and is approximately 430,000 square meters. The island is partly covered in rainforest, bare rock with grassy cleared areas. The Brazilian Navy has closed the island to the public, and the only people who are allowed on the island are research teams. The island was previously thought to have a population of about 430,000 snakes, but recent estimates are much lower. What makes Snake Island a deadly place is there's about 1 deadly snake per square foot on it. One type of many snakes on the island is the lancehead. It can grow to be over a foot long, and it's estimated that there are between 2,000 and 4,000 snakes on the island. The lanceheads are so venomous that a human bitten by one could be dead within an hour. Lancehead snakes, which are the golden lancehead's mainland cousins, are responsible for 90% of all snake bites in Brazil. If you are planning a vacation, I would take a pass on Snake Island. North Sentinel Island. The island is located 36 kilometers west of the town of Wandoer in South Andaman Island. The island is surrounded by coral reefs and lacks natural harbors. The entire island, other than the shore, is forested. Aboriginal Tribes Act of 1956 prohibits travel to the island and any approach closer than 5 nautical miles in order to prevent the tribal community from getting foreign diseases to which they have no acquired immunity. The area is patrolled by the Indian Navy. They're hunter-gatherers, and if their lifestyle is anything like that of related Andamanese peoples, they probably live on fruits and tubers that grow wild on the island, eggs from seagulls or turtles, and small game like wild pigs or birds. Based on a single visit to a Sentinelese village in 1967, we know that they live in lean-to huts with slanted roofs. The death of an American tourist who illegally visited the isolated North Sentinel Island had drawn the world's attention to the small islands. What we know for sure is that they don't care much for company, and they've expressed that clearly even without a common language. Aokigahara, Blue Tree Meadow, also known as the Sea of Trees, is a forest on the northwestern flank of Mount Fuji on the island of Honshu in Japan. Thriving on 30 square kilometers of hardened lava laid down by the last major eruption of Mount Fuji in 864 CE. Parts of Aokigahara are very dense, and the porous lava rock absorbs sound, contributing to a sense of solitude. Aokigahara is sometimes referred to as the most popular site for suicide in Japan. In 2003, 105 bodies were found in the forest, exceeding the previous record of 78 in 2002. In 2010, the police recorded more than 200 people having attempted suicide in the forest, of whom 54 completed the act. Suicides are said to increase during March, the end of the fiscal year in Japan. As of 2011, the most common means of suicide in the forest were hanging or drug overdose. The history of suicide in Aokigahara may have been practiced there into the 19th century. Plum Island is an island in the town of Southold in Suffolk County, New York. The island is situated in Gardiner's Bay, east of Orient Point, off the eastern end of the North Fork coast of Long Island. It is about 3 miles long and 1 mile wide at its widest point. The island is the site of the Plum Island Animal Disease Center, PIAC, which was established by the United States Department of Agriculture in 1954. It's the nation's most important lab for combating infectious animal diseases. Plum Island has experienced a couple of accidental outbreaks. 1978, an unknown disease was released into animals outside the center. The creatures were quickly eradicated, but to this day, no one is entirely certain if any actually made it past the island's borders. Reports of what actually happened have been classified by the Intelligence Department. 2 incidents in 2004 of foot and mouth disease being released in the center became national news. Foot and mouth disease was eradicated in the US as of 1929. The only known cases of the disease can be found in the stalks of Plum Island. Animals seen on the island are instantly killed by the military and trained sharpshooters, snipers on alert and ready to prevent the possible transmission of diseases into the island's livestock. The Darvaza gas crater, also known as the Gates of Hell, is a burning natural gas field collapsed into a cavern located in Turkmenistan. Accurate records of how the crater ignited have not been discovered, and some facts are disputed. One of the more popular theories is that Soviet geologists intentionally set it on fire in 1971 to prevent the spread of methane gas, and it is thought to have been burning continuously ever since. The gas crater has an area of 5,350 meters. Its diameter is 69 meters, and its depth is 30 meters. The name Door to Hell was given to the field by the locals, referring to the fire, boiling mud, and orange flames in the large crater. Once crossed by the famous Silk Road, it contains significant oil and natural gas deposits. In 1971, Soviet engineers came looking for oil, but instead found a pocket of natural gas. While only one of the craters is lit, there are in fact 3 in the group, the other 2 bubble with mud and water. There's a sheltered place to camp behind a small hill, plus a few toilet huts and several tour company yurts. Given this, most people visit on a tour, although it is possible to visit independently. Buses between Ashgabat and Dashaguz stop at Darvaza village, where you can arrange local transport. It's possible to hike from the village to the craters. But the desert terrain and the risk of getting lost in the desert on the way back, when you don't have the lights of the crater to guide you, means it's not recommended.